The first rule they told me upon entering the Ember Tribe lands was simple. Never refuse a challenge. They didn't tell me what to do if the challenger was a 6'4" warrior woman with flame-red hair, eyes that looked like polished amber, and enough muscle to snap me in half using only her left pinky. But that's exactly what happened. I had barely stepped through the torchlit gates of the Ember Arena, just trying to deliver a diplomatic message for my research team, when the crowd erupted in a frenzy of cheers and whistles. The outsider. Fresh blood. Let's see if he survives 10 breaths. And then she appeared, walking through the parted crowd like a blade sliding free from its scabbard. Vera Flameborn, the undefeated champion of the Ember Tribes. Their symbol of victory, their pride, their terror. She stalked toward me with a predator's grace, braided hair swinging down her back, tribal armor glowing with runic embers. A massive spear rested across her shoulders, like she was carrying a broom instead of a battlefield-shattering weapon. She stopped right in front of me, so close I could see the scar across her lip. "I challenge you," she said, voice low and powerful. "Combat. Now." The crowd roared. I nearly passed out. I stammered, holding up both hands. "I'm not a warrior. I'm a researcher. I don't even own her." She stepped even closer, expression tightening. "That is not an answer," she growled. "Hey, all who walk within the arena must face the spear." Someone threw a shield at my feet. Another tossed a wooden practice blade. They all expected a showdown. I swallowed hard. This was not going to end well. She twirled her spear with a flick that sent sparks dancing across the sand. Then she took her fighting stance, wide, grounded, ready to pounce. "Defend yourself," she commanded, "or fall where you stand." She lunged, lightning fast. I stumbled backward and threw up my arms, my jacket shifting enough to pull up the hem of my shirt. And the moment my tattoo was exposed, she froze. Her spear clattered to the ground. Her eyes widened. Her breath hitched with such violent shock the crowd went silent. I frowned, confused. "What?" She swallowed hard and pointed a trembling finger. "Your side. Your mark." Her voice was suddenly hoarse. "Show it." "Huh. Show it." The entire crowd leaned in. Slowly, still terrified, I lifted my shirt halfway to reveal the black, swirling symbol I'd gotten years ago, a pattern of sharp lines and circles wrapped like a ring of fire across my ribs. I always thought it looked cool. Vera's face drained of color. "By the first flame," she whispered. "The crest of the Ashwakers." The crowd gasped. I blinked. "The what?" Vera stumbled backward. Actually stumbled. The toughest warrior in the territory looked like she'd seen a ghost crawl out of the ground. "That crest belongs to the Ashwakers, mythic champions that arise only in our tribe's darkest hour. Those bearing the crest were foretold to command the elements, to summon firestorms, to—" I held up both hands again. "Wait. No, this is just a tattoo. My friend designed it. It's not." Silence. Her voice cracked, not with anger, but with awe. She stepped forward carefully, like approaching a sacred relic. "Remove your jacket," she said. "Let me see the full mark." I hesitated, confused and overwhelmed, but slowly shrugged off my jacket and lifted my shirt enough to show the whole tattoo. The crowd dropped to their knees. Not bowed, not lowered their heads. Dropped. Vera's spear lay forgotten at her feet as she approached me with trembling hands. She didn't touch me, just circled me reverently. "It is identical," she breathed. "Every line, every curve. The ancient crest of the Ashwaker. The mark of the one destined to lead us." "I'm not leading anybody," I said. "I can barely lead my apartment's group chat." No one laughed. Vera turned toward the tribe's people. "He is marked," she declared. "Anyone who dares challenge him challenges the prophecy itself." The crowd murmured, shaken, reverent. I tugged my shirt down and exhaled shakily. Look, I said gently, I didn't come here to fight. I'm just passing through. Vera looked at me like I had spoken another language. You cannot pass through. The mark does not appear without reason. She paused, voice heavy, and the reason is already upon us. Before I could ask what she meant, the ground rumbled. A deep, vibrating boom rolled across the arena. Drums, war drums, the kind used only for one thing. Vera inhaled sharply. Riders, she said, from the iron dunes. A young messenger sprinted into the arena, face pale with fear. Champion, he shouted. The ironclad legion has been spotted near the border. Their war machines are mobilizing. We think they intend to invade. The crowd erupted into fearful shouting. The ironclad legion was infamous, merciless, armored warriors who devoured weaker tribes and expanded across the desert like a plague. Vera clenched her fists. They come for us now, of all times. When the tribe is divided, when our chieftain is ill, when our defenses are weak. Her eyes drifted back to me, and when the prophecy says the Ashwaker will rise. I exhaled sharply. I really think you misunderstood. No, she said firmly. I challenge fate daily. I do not misunderstand this. She gestured for me to follow her. Come, we must go before the council. You carry the crest. You must be seen. Vera, seriously, I don't control fire. I don't summon storms. You don't need to. She paused, voice softening in a way I never imagined she could sound. You only need to stand with us. I followed her through the torchlit tunnels beneath the arena, where the warrior council awaited. Elders with flaming arms studied me with wide, fearful eyes. Vera bowed and spoke clearly. The crest has returned. A hush fell. An elder approached me slowly, his voice trembling. The Ashwaker crest appears only in times of catastrophe, when the tribes face extinction, when our fires dim. He looked into my eyes. I fear this is such a time. I swallowed. So what exactly is the Ashwaker supposed to do? Vera answered before anyone else could. Unite the tribes, she said. Stand at the front lines. Ignite courage in those who would otherwise fall. I stared. I'm not a leader. Vera stepped closer. You are marked, she said softly, and I will be your blade should you choose to stand with us. There was no fear in her expression anymore, only conviction, and something quieter, respect. A second boom shook the walls. War. The ironclad legion had arrived. The elders rushed to prepare defenses. The warriors gathered their spears and shields. Flames flickered in the hallways as torches were lit in haste. Vera turned to me, gripping my shoulder. You may not be a warrior, she said, but a symbol can be stronger than steel. My heart pounded. Drums thundered outside. War horns screamed across the desert. And Vera, the woman who had demanded combat from me minutes earlier, now stepped protectively in front of me. I will not let harm reach you, she said quietly. Ashwaker or not. I took a shaky breath. Okay, I whispered. I'll stand with you. Vera nodded, and for the first time, a small smile touched her lips. Then destiny begins now. As we stepped out into the open desert, flames blazing across the horizon and the ironclad legion advancing in the distance, Vera drew her spear. Warriors rallied behind her. And I, tattooed archivist, accidental symbol of prophecy, stood at her side. The drums roared, the earth shook, and the Ashwaker story began.